Hey everybody, it's your boy, the Tatum Meister here. I got a V-neck shirt on. Um, Loki, great. Season 1. So, give me a sec. Yeah, so this is the third MCU show, the third one, to be made by Marvel, produced by them, Kevin Feige and the team. Not Netflix, not Hulu, not any of those. The first one was WandaVision, the second one was Falcon and Winter Soldier. And we got Loki. So, yeah, so now I get to talk about Season 1. As you've seen, I've done quick thoughts on each of the episodes, so I guess I won't go too much in detail on each episode. I will a little bit. And I will try to keep this as short as I can, but... Okay, so... How do I say this? I don't know. I'm lost for words, really. I'm just gonna put it blankly. I don't think I liked season 1 that much. I mean, I wish I did, but I don't think I do. I mean, I know. This is crazy. It's kind of hard to believe myself. Like, this is like the most disappointed I've been in a Marvel property since Iron Man 3. I mean, that's just how disappointed I am with season 1 of this show. Yeah. So, that's my stance. I'll get into more detail in a sec of why that is, but yeah, I'm very much not a fan of how this played out. At all. Basically. Now, there are elements I like. I will get into the positives of the show, because there is a couple. Granted, there's not too much I like about it, but there is a couple things. So, yeah. So to start off with the positives, I did like episode 1, episode 5. Those are, especially episode 5. That one was the best one, easily. It truly felt like a Loki episode. That one was awesome. But, and episode 1 had a lot of good setup. With the TVA and all that. And with Loki's past and his development. But the rest, like episode 2, 3, 4, and 6, I don't really... Nah, I don't know. It's pretty sad, like literally, the Falcon and Winter Soldier finale, like the finale of that show, is better than the entirety of this season. Like, heck, WandaVision finale might be better than the entirety of this season. Like, I might even say that. Like, I might even go that far. Honestly. I'd say episode 5 of this show is on par with WandaVision episode. It's on par with a couple WandaVision episodes. Like, even the best episode of this season isn't as good as some of the WandaVision episodes. Or the Falcon Winter Soldier episodes. Like, bro. Like, even episode 5, I say, is on par with episode 3 or 4 of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Like, and that's the best one. That's my favorite one. And it still isn't really as good as some of the stuff we got before. Like, bro. Okay, so, to start off with Loki himself. Now, I'm not griping any of the actors. Tom Hiddleston does a great job playing Loki. The lady that plays Sylvie, whatever her name is, Sophia Di Martino. She does a great job playing Sylvie. Owen Wilson, of course, as Mobius, does a great job. Richard E. Grant is cast with Googie, Moby, Roz, Ravonna. Rumi Masako as Hunter B-15. Tara Strong as Miss Minutes. They all do an incredible job in this show. All the cast does an incredible job. I ain't griping the actors. And, of course, the final, which, that's a spoiler for the finale. I'm going to get into that spoiler later. But I'll get to that point. I'll put a timestamp when I get to that point. But, yeah. All the actors did a phenomenal job acting in this season. It wasn't their fault. It's mainly just the writing and the execution of it all. It's just very extremely messy to the point where it's like even I can't ignore it. It's like most of the time when it comes to MCU content, I can ignore like most of the problems, you know. Like with Incredible Hulk, like at least in Incredible Hulk, you had an excellent battle at the end. At least with Iron Man 3, Robert Downey, even Iron Man 3, like Robert Downey does a great job with entertaining. At least, I don't know. And this is on par with that. It's almost close to being as bad as Iron Man 3, but Captain Marvel at least had Goose and had Samuel L. Jackson doing some excellent shit in it. And had some really cool moments of Captain Marvel flying up at the end, fighting them in space. That was awesome. I mean, there's a lot of times where MCU just really... There's times, even with the stuff I don't like that much, there's some really great moments. But with Loki Season 1, it really does feel like the great moments are far and few between. It's like... I don't really... I don't understand what the heck happened with this show. It's like... It doesn't seem to have a coherent narrative, a coherent story, a coherent, like, storyline. It was like the writers just threw everything, like, every idea they had, and threw it into the show and said, oh yeah, here's the Loki show. And that's what we got. That's basically what happened. And, yeah. When they originally pitched this show, when they originally announced this show, it was simply going to be Loki traveling through time, causing chaos. That's what it was pitched as. That's what it was supposed to be. And it sounded awesome. I was like, holy shit, that sounds like a brilliant idea for a show. Like Loki going around traveling through time causing trouble. That sounds dope. Did we get that? No. In fact, it's not focused on Loki at all. In fact, there's Sylvie, there's Mobius, there's Miss Minutes, there's fucking Tara, there's this Ravonna character, there's fucking Alligator Loki. Look, I'm not saying the show doesn't have great moments, because yeah, there's some really good, emotional, nice, cool moments sometimes. But they're far and few between. It's like, the show is so random in its ideas and what it does. It's just kind of, I can't even understand it. It's like, what the fuck? Like episode 2 especially, like, it just kind of like, or episode 2, 3 are just the worst ones of the series, but 3 especially, it's like, they announce Loki as bi, right? And then they don't even do anything with that. It's like, why even announce that, bro? It's like, okay. Another thing is, okay. I'm gonna get to the finale in a sec. That was the crazy stupidest thing, but I'm trying to get more into more. Before I get into the spoiler territory, I'm going to try to go into more detail here. But, so yeah, I wasn't impressed with Season 1 at all. Like, in fact, I don't even know if I'll watch Season 2. Because I just really didn't like Season 1. I mean, it's very much messy. It is very much not coherent. It is very much, I don't know. It goes against Loki as a character. Like, bro, I get it. This is a different Loki. It's not the same one from Infinity War and the ones we're used to. It's a completely different version, a variant of him. I understand that. He's different. I get it. He's, the old one we loved died in Infinity War. I understand that this is a different version of him. I get that part. But it's like, well then... the whole show just feels like filler. Like, it just feels like there is literally nothing it's adding to the series. Like, WandaVision added to Wanda's arc and to her, what she stood for. Like, she didn't have any development up to that point. She needed that show to give her development and to give us the multiversal story. It added a lot to the MCU. Same with Falcon and Winter Soldier. It gave Sam and Bucky tons of development. It's further Sam, and he became Captain America at the end. But the Loki show, it's like, what is it adding? Like, bro, okay, I know what people are going to go, but Tate, the finale. I'm going to get to that, but look, it just, by the end of Loki, the series, at the very end, I literally felt nothing. I mean, for an MCU property, for me to not feel anything at the end, it just, it really blew my mind. I'm like, was there something wrong with me? Like, why am I not feeling anything here? Like, it was supposed to be this super exciting moment, like the very end, and I just didn't feel anything. I'm like, all right, I think it's time I talk about the finale. So, spoiler alert, mega spoiler alert. If you've not seen Loki's finale yet, the season 1 finale yet, please click off. I'll put a timestamp here till I stop talking about the finale. But yeah, I think it's time I talk about it. So here we go. All right. So to start off, Loki and Sylvie finally get to the end of time. They go to the castle, and what do you know? Inside the castle, who's sitting there? Oh wow, it's Kang. It's fucking Jordan Lee Peterson or whatever the fuck. I mean, Jonathan Majors. Now, Jonathan Majors as a variant of Kang. I guess he's a Mortis in this finale. They don't really say his name in the finale, but you know, we know it's a version of Kang because it's the same actor. So, yeah, he finally shows up in the MCU. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Yeah, I was at first, but I don't know. It's like, for a character that was hyped up for like years. I mean, the rumors of Kang showing up in the MCU. Kang is gonna be the best villain. Kang is gonna, you know, make Thanos look like nothing. Well, that was a load of bullshit. I'll just say right now, this is probably the worst introduction of an MCU villain since like Killian in Iron Man 3. I mean, it might be worse. I mean, at least the Dark Elves in Thor: The Dark World. At least they killed like Thor and Loki's mom at the beginning. So, and they had a very big impact in the overall story. But Kang, it just feels like repeat Thanos, but not as good. I mean, bruh. Like, okay. I mean, he just sits there at the desk, tells Loki and Sylvie what he's been up to, and then Sylvie just straight up kills him. Oh, by the way, I didn't even get to the stupidest part of the finale, which is Loki and Sylvie kissing. Okay. Look. I have no problem with, like, romance and stuff, but bruh, like, I really think about it. Like, Thor's brother is kissing Thor's sister, so in a sense they are related. They are the same person. And not only that, but it just goes against everything Loki was. Like, Loki hates himself most of the time in his old show. Like, I get it, I know the trope of, well, Loki would fall in love with himself. It makes sense, he's narcissistic. Well, I guess, but the whole point is the show just throws away any arc that he had, like any development he had, because it's a new version of him. It's like the writers just use that as an excuse to do whatever the fuck they want of it, Loki. Like, basically, like, oh, it's a different version of Loki, so we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want. Fuck all the other shit that happened. I mean, basically, that was their excuse. Like, well, it is a different version of Loki, guys. We don't care. Fuck it. Fuck all the arcs he had. I don't know, bro. It just kind of made me wish he just stayed dead. That's just how much the show pissed me off. It's just like, he should have just stayed dead. Like, I would have much preferred we just didn't get this show. It's like, that's just how much I'm let down. I mean, other than a few good moments, like episode 1 and 5 with the good moments it had, it just, most of this show just feels so, like, pointless. It just kind of, yeah, I know Kang showed up at the end. What would he fucking do? Great. Well, you could have introduced him in a better way than that. Like, it just really, to throw him in a, like, bro, Thanos and Killmonger and Loki weren't thrown into fucking shows, like, at the end of shows. Like, they were in big fucking movies. Like, Loki was the main villain in Avengers. Thanos showed up at the end of Avengers. It's a big after credit scene. Fucking Killmonger had some incredible scenes in Black Panther. Fucking, I don't know. I'm just saying, bro. Like, to throw him at the end of this show just really is disrespectful to Kang, in my opinion. And the way they used him, he was basically fodder to just further the story along. I mean, bro. I don't know. I feel I could have wrote this fucking finale better. Like, if you're gonna put Kang at the end of the Loki finale, if you're gonna do it, at least make him do something really cool. He just didn't do anything. Like when Whiplash showed up in Iron Man 2, he's like going in guns ablaze and taking aims, whipping a fuck Tony about to kill him. I mean, bro. Why is Kang just? I mean, bro. I'm not hating on the actor himself. I mean, he did a great job playing. Jonathan did a great job playing Kang, and I think he was pretty enjoyable at points in this episode, in the finale. But it just really kind of isn't like, it doesn't feel like a season 1 finale to me. It's just like, bro. I'm not saying it has to be super actiony, because WandaVision and Falcon vs. Soldier had a lot of great non-actiony moments and whatever, great. But this is a finale, like, bro. I just feel like Kang could have done a lot more in this episode. He just was kind of just fodder for fucking Sylvie to kill and further the story along. It was like, bro, I get it. This is only a variant of Kang. It's not the Kang, like the OG, the original, I guess. It's just a variant of him. I understand that. But, bro, like, there's just way more they could have. Like, this whole entire season, this whole entire show so far, just feels like lost potential, like missed potential. And it's like, why? Like, why are they just not, you know, why can't they just, there's just so many things they could have done with this show. It just should have been a lot more grounded than it was. Like, they just try to add too many things at once, too many fucking ideas at once, without explaining them or really going into detail or trying to make people understand it. It's like, oh yeah, now the Infinity Stones are fucking useless. Oh now we got variants of Loki. Oh yeah, now we got fucking Kang. Oh yeah, now we got Alligator Loki. Okay, now we got a fucking giant behemoth monster. I mean, bro. The MCU was pretty grounded up to this point. Like, it made sense. Loki just, like, throws everything at you. It's like, here you go. Try to understand it. We don't fucking care. You'll like it. It's Loki. We don't give a shit. Fuck it. Throw everything in the show. I'm just really pissed, guys. I don't know. Like I said, I don't hate this show. It's not the worst thing ever. And I still think it's slightly better than Iron Man 3 as far as quality-wise. And I mean, it does have a few really cool moments. It has some really cool things. But man, like, as an overall, like, experience, it really, like, season 1 just really fucking, season 2 is gonna have to pull a miracle. I'm sorry. Season 2 is gonna have to be some, they're gonna have to pull something out of their hat for it, because I just don't see how it can get better. I mean, what? It just really it just left me really feeling nothing. I don't even understand. Maybe it's something wrong with me. Maybe people see something in this show I can't see. Maybe there's just, I don't know. I just, for the first time since Iron Man 3, I'm giving this a lower rating than usual. I mean, most MCU content I watch, even Captain Marvel, I gave like an 8 when I first watched it. Now it's gotten lower. It's like a 7 or something now. But still, like, this is the first time since Iron Man 3 where I am pretty let down. Like, I am pretty fucking let down. Like, bro. And I'm not saying Kang is bad. Look, Kang in this, I just feel he's out of place. That's it. It's not him himself I'm mad at. It's just the fact that they throw him in just to fucking fan service. Just because they could. They throw him in there. It's like, bro. And I just don't understand the writers here. Like, the writers of this show just fucking went insane. Like, they're just on some fucking drugs. They're just like, fuck, I don't know. It's like the show did everything, but also did nothing. It's like, they did everything they thought of, but also added nothing. It's like, it just feels so, god, shitty, random shit, every episode, random shit. But yeah, you get the point. I didn't like the show. I'm sorry. I wish I did. I wish maybe there's a variant of me out there that absolutely loved this season. A variant of me in another timeline that thought this thing was the fucking best. But man, this variant of me just really did not enjoy this season. It's just really, gosh damn, disappointing and stupid. I just don't understand what's wrong here, because I mean, you had Agatha, an incredible introduction villain, an incredible villain in WandaVision. You had Carly wasn't that bad. Carly and Falcon Winter Soldier was really good, and we had Zemo. They were both pretty cool. And in U.S. Agent, of course, U.S. Agent fucking stole a show in Falcon Winter Soldier. You had like in Black Widow, Taskmaster was pretty cool, and you had Dreykov, who had one of the most epic scenes of villain it could. So it's not Phase 4 that's the problem. Phase 4's had some incredible villains, in my opinion, especially fucking Dreykov. He's been one of the best villains of any MCU property. I stand by that. He just stole the show in Black Widow. But, I mean, Kang, it's like, he just jumped in. He just was like, hello, and just left. I'm like, okay, I get it. He's going to have more appearances later, and I really hope and pray to God he's way better in the future. Because that first appearance just kind of threw me off. I'm like, huh? That's it? I don't know, bro. I'm not saying he was bad, but maybe his first appearance will grow on me. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But as of right now, I'm really thrown off here. I don't know what the hell happened. Yeah, this video is like 20-something minutes now. It's long. I'll try to edit it down, but yeah.
That's my thoughts on Loki Season 1.
I didn't like it. Not that much. Alright, I'm gonna try to give Season 1 a rating. 6.2 out of 10. It's extremely mediocre. I'm struggling to give it higher or lower. It's 6.2. It's 6.2. But for right now. Maybe it goes higher and lower in the future. I don't know, but this is just how I feel right now. Yeah. It's not the Loki show I envisioned. That is for fucking sure. Maybe for some, this is exactly what you fucking wanted. This is exactly what you envisioned it would be. It is everything, all you can eat buffet for you. But man, for me, as a Loki fan, as a Marvel fan, it just comes across as like the bare fucking minimum. Like they just didn't even try to be creative. They just threw every idea they had into it and just called it a show. It's like, bro, it doesn't even try. Like Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision felt fresh. They felt interesting. They had great development. This added nothing, and yet it had everything and added nothing. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe in the future I end up liking Season 1 again. Maybe Season 2 makes up for it. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, yeah. It was pretty fucking lame. Yeah. Great. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Loki Season 1. It was a trip. I'll admit. It was a trip. But yeah. So, thank y'all for watching up to this point. And, I really certainly hope Season 2 is great. And then thank God we're getting What If and fucking Shang-Chi soon. What If's coming up next month. Thank the fucking Lord. And it's gonna make up for this. What If's gonna be the best Marvel show easily. It's not even contest. But yeah, I'm really glad it's coming out to make up for this shit. Some good Loki content, please. Jesus. Okay, that's all I gotta say. See you next time. Signing out. Bye-bye.
Candy paint with the white on top. Lambo doors or the woo up drop. If you busy plotting on what I got, kick in your door and swat you thought. $100,000 on the table top. Half price.